going to be a weekend, a 3-day weekend. Hi, my name is Brenda. I live here in foggy, rainy San Francisco. It's raining outside. It's another rainy day. We have another storm passing through. One year, me and my friend were just laughing at all the videos of people in like Seattle that were like sliding, you know, down the hills and stuff. And the next thing we know, we had an atmospheric river, whatever that is, and my window leaked. So we're not making fun of people anymore.
And just because they're called the Granite Expo doesn't mean all they have is granite cabinets for your.
Picked up classes. They were the right ones this time. I'm pretty proud of them. I thought was quick. I only went downtown for one day. Crazy. Alrighty, we are back. So that was the damage today. I look like a shopaholic. We got a tote bag with my optometrist, and we got the glasses. My umbrella is broken, and I thought about buying a new one, and I went into Ross, but I don't know, like there's so many nice stuff, but I was like, dude, like I can't carry all this stuff home because I already had the 2 bags with me. So glasses are here, and these are the new babies. I am so excited. These are out of what I would personally use. I'm gonna have to get used to the change in like prescription, and I forgot to ask for the prescription, so I might email them and be like, can I get my prescription? They're the Barton Pereira Piveda Parker green glasses, so we're excited about that. I got a bunch of coffee. This time I got 5 sleeves because the girl sold me on the hazelnut one, which is this one. She said it was good, so I was like, why not? And then I went through like my usual coffee. She also gave me a sample to try, which I think was a bad idea because it was like straight up espresso. Like it was, intensity was 12. I felt the intensity. I ended up going to like Mel's Drive-In right after that, downtown. I used to go there a lot with my parents after, because we would always go to the Metreon to watch movies when I was young, and then when we would get out, we would go to like Mel's to get burgers. And so I sat there. I did get a little teary-eyed because it's just, one, it's that time of the month. 2, it was kind of emotional to think back to like to a time when my parents were together, to when like we all lived here in the city. And yeah, like it was just like really, really bittersweet because as someone who grew up in the city, seeing how much it changed, it's crazy. I'm not going to get into it because emotional. And then I stopped by Sephora right before I came home, and I wasn't going to do it. I was like, no, I feel like I smell like onion. I don't want to stop by. And then I did, and I bought the Hydro Grip primer, and then I bought a new the Hourglass Vanish airbrush concealer. I took it out because like the top had like a little smudge, and I was like, what if someone used it? But no, it's brand new. I I saw myself in the mirror and I saw how tired I look. And I'm just a concealer girly. I like to have variety. I did go to Target and I returned the bra that didn't fit. Oh, and then lastly, this was the first thing I bought, which was I went to Williams-Sonoma. I've never been into the store because before there was a Crate and Barrels and Crate and Barrels, Crate and Barrel, and I used to go there. I guess I'll show you, but I was listening to a podcast and this one guy, they were talking about Valentine's Day, and this one guy said, I think if you see something that reminds you of a friend that's more, like, that's nicer than like waiting for a day like somebody's birthday or Valentine's Day to get them, you know, something. And so I thought about it, and when I walked into the store, like I was just walking around and I was like, well, maybe if I find some like kitchen tools, because I'm a sucker for kitchen stuff now that I'm older. And I was like, oh, I'll buy something, but I didn't find anything for myself. I did see this cookie jar, but I was like, oh, like I couldn't justify how much it cost, but I understood that it cost that much because it was a music box. But I was like, nah. And so then I saw this. It's an olive oil, an extra virgin olive oil thingamabob. And I'm going to remove the price tag at the bottom. But it has a little lobster. So I did also contemplate keeping it. But the reason is because I saw it and I thought of my friend who watches my YouTube, and she's like super supportive of my ventures. And so her and I used to be roommates for like ever and ever and ever and ever. And we loved watching Friends. And so I would say like I'm a Chandler and she was like a Monica, but not in like a, like for me it's like I'm kind of sarcastic, don't like kids. For her, she's like Monica in the sense like a little bit of a, she used to be a little bit of a clean freak. And I mean that jokingly. She was a little bit like, you know, she enjoyed having things clean. Anyways, so her and I used to watch Friends together. And in Friends, Phoebe says like, oh, you know, like she's your lobster, like to Roz and Rachel, like that they're meant to be essentially, like they hold hands and whatever. And so it's just like a reference to Friends, and I saw it and I was like, oh, that's like a really cool little reference, like, so that's why I got it. Because I was like, oh, that reminds me of that. And it was a little pricier, but I was like, it's kind of cute, like simple and cute. And if she doesn't want it, I'll take it back. I'll take it back happily. But first we have to wait to see her. But yeah, just like, I was like, yeah, they were right. Like if I see something and it reminds me of a friend, maybe I should just buy it. But yeah, I probably will go back to Williams-Sonoma. It was supposed to close down, but they decided to keep it open. And I'm glad that they did, because I enjoy a good like kitchen shopping, and also gave me a chance to look around and start thinking about Father's Day, because my dad, he would appreciate maybe something like for the kitchen. I don't know. I was looking at the knives. I was like, maybe a new knife. I don't know. All right, so plans for today is to cut Becky's hair. Ignore the kitchen's gonna stay a hot mess for who knows how long. I'm like really nervous. My anxiety's out. Maybe I should take a trazodone. Just kidding. I took Becky out for a little break. I'm currently charging her the clippers. And I don't want to do this. Like I don't want to groom her. It takes hours. The fur is literally going to be everywhere. It's not going to be even. Like it's going to be a two-part thing. I've let her her fur grow out a little too much, and she's prone to getting matted, and she absolutely is not fond of like grooming. Anything to do with grooming, she's not a fan of. And so I was prescribed trazodone and something with a G. And they're both anxiety medications. And the vet explained to me that I could give her both before a pet visit or some sort of event that's going to give her anxiety. And right now I gave her, and this is the first time ever. She's never had any like anxiety medication or anything like that. So I am just like personally, like I am just nervous. Like it's giving me anxiety to like give her this stuff, but I also know that like grooming her is just like I was like maybe I'll just give her trazodone and that will help her, but then I thought to like I've given her stuff to help her calm down in the past and it doesn't help out. Just now I have anxiety because I'm like, what if she reacts badly? What if this is like a stupid idea? Like now I'm the one having a slight panic. But it is 5:30, so I'm gonna keep an eye on her. And then in 2 hours, the drugs should have taken a little bit of effect on her, and then I should be able to give her a fur cut. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what to do with my life, with my time right now. It is technically ambulance time, I guess. It is it's about to be 6 o'clock. And I still have 2 hours before the drugs kick in, and also probably 2 hours before the clippers are fully charged. I also did a thing. I saw Facebook. Facebook got to me. I guess BD Wong, who comes out in like Jurassic Park, Law and Order SVU, like him. He is starring in a play called Big Data, and this week I guess is like not their opening. This weekend is preview weekend for the show, and it's playing at the Tony Remby Theater downtown. I always walk by that theater because it's like on the way to downtown and on the way to the subway. I think in one of my videos I included like I was walking by, and I've always been curious. I was like, well, like that kind of sounds interesting, and I never been to that theater before, and I've always been curious, and it would be kind of nice to like dress up a little bit and go to the theater. And so I was like, okay, like I'll sign up for it. And they had like a promo code, so the ticket was, I mean, it might sound pricey still, but like it's $84 originally, but I got it for $60, and it includes drinks, a drink, which is enough for me. Like I'm like $60 for like a theater ticket, and a drink, not bad. But it is for the preview of the show. I think the show officially opens next week. Like their grand opening, I guess, is next week. I don't know what the difference is. They call this the preview show. So I've never been to the theater. I've as an adult, I've never been to the theater. So we're gonna try it out, see how it goes. That's kind of been a theme that I try to follow through since I turned 30, where I try new things and I do them alone, and they're scary, but it's fun. Today I had lunch by myself, and it was okay, and I hadn't done that in a while. This is kind of like a last minute gig, and the play might not be for everyone. I don't even know if it's for me, but I'm kind of like, it's okay. Like I want to experience dressing up, and even if it's by myself, like that's totally cool. I am a little nervous because like there was one available a little further back, but it would be like stuck in between people. So I got front row. So like I hope this is not like comedy shows where like you become part of the show. But yeah, so front row seats, drinks, and a show. That should be very interesting. So I'm done with the fur. I don't know if you can see the dog in the background, but she's hiding behind the table. It's already midnight. I have to go take a shower. It takes forever because I have to charge the battery midway. And I will say, like, the the drugs definitely helped out a bit. Like, she didn't fight me on her body as much, but she threw hands when it she threw paws when it came to me touching her paws, and anything with her belly, yeah, anything around her paws and belly, she threw paws at me. So, I mean, the only thing the drugs did is make her a little less coordinated, where like she couldn't fully get her like grasp on things, but she still fought me. And tomorrow I'm gonna bathe her, and we'll be able to see a little bit more of like how to even out her fur. I highly doubt she's gonna let me touch her as easily, but we are going to try. I'm gonna leave this mess for tomorrow because I cannot afford to do the vacuum cleaner, but I don't know if you can see it. That's yep. That's why I hate doing her fur, but I have no choice because we gotta get her to a groomer. But she still threw paws at me, so I gotta find a groomer that's up for the challenge. That even though she's a little bit, she's still fighting. Good morning. My apartment is a mess. We are currently marinating the rug. I need to like clean it again, but I need to wait for a day when it's like not raining, and it's sunny. Although right now, it's sunny. Like, I walked Becky, people are out. It's a warm day in San Francisco when people are, just like casual, like a t-shirt and like some comfy jeans. Like, nobody's wearing like a big jacket or a coat. Like, everybody's just like vibing, sunglasses. Like, it's a very the vibes are very different when it's a warm day in San Francisco. Like, you can just tell like people are walking around and just like soaking it in. I was hot and I was just wearing this. Like, it's a thin sweater. So, and it's completely different because yesterday there was no sunlight at all. Like, it didn't rain the whole day, but it was cloudy. And so there was like no sunlight at all. And today is like in your face, shiny and bright, and it feels like a warm day in the summer. Like, it does not feel like winter. Um, yeah, because it's not even that cold. I even opened the window in the kitchen because the kitchen is getting a lot of sunlight right now. Becky is currently sunbathing there. So I opened the window to kind of get ventilation, but it's such a nice day. And ironically, at 2 p.m., it's supposed to be like raining because right now we're in a flood watch until Wednesday. But anywho, all of that to say that I need to wait for a day that, or like a week when we're not having a storm, and the forecast, we're just gonna pretend the fire truck is not in the background. But yeah, just gonna wait for a day when the weather's a little better. That way I can open up all the windows. Because right now, if I were to clean the rug, I run the risk that by the time I'm done and I open the windows, it starts pouring. So we can't do that. Today's morning priorities is to get the apartment, clean off the fur, and I do have to bathe Becky. That's why I'm not wearing a cute outfit, because I'm just gonna bathe her, and then in the afternoon I'm gonna change into something cute because in the evening we have that play to go to. So yay! I have decided I want to clean out this little space. I have quite a few books, including the ones from like when I was younger. The Gossip Girl books that I took with me to college. I now have all of my books, not all of them, but all of the Gossip Girl books that I had at my mom's. I have them with me, but they're in a bag because I don't have, like, I guess technically this would be a bookshelf, but that's, I have plans for my room. And so hopefully once I get the real bookshelf that I'm trying to get, then all of these will have a home. But yeah, I'm just trying to dust. There's like a lot of dust. This is supposed to be for my plants, but I ended up using it and I dusted underneath the my side tables. But yeah, so I'm just trying to dust everything off a little bit. Probably won't do the whole thing, or maybe I will. I just also wanted to make sure, I have more books here. I wanted to make sure that I could fit all of the books, including ones that are over here, into the shelf. For now, the plan is that the plan has always been that I want a bookshelf that goes into the hallway, because the hallway is currently just like random storage stuff, and I want to make it into a reading nook. But the bookshelf that I want does not ship from IKEA, and so I would need to find, one, the money, two, I mean, obviously I spent on my priorities are all messed up, but I need the money, and then I need someone to help me transport it. For now, we are just going to make do with what we have. Yeah, that's all we have. That's the only option I have, is just to make do with what I have in my bookshelf. So we're gonna try and organize these books as best as I can. And then my dog keeps on following me. I have no idea why. Right now it's not because I'm talking. It's just as soon as she like has very minimal fur, she goes from Miss Independent to Miss Clingy. Like as soon as the fur is gone, I don't know what happens. Like she just wants to be loved and like held, and it's really weird. But when she has all of that fur that she had, she doesn't even want to talk to me. I don't know what's going on right now. But yeah, this is all while everything marinates in the living room. All right, I just bathed the dog. I have the worst timing. It is literally now cloudy and gloomy outside. I put an alarm for my phone for 4 o'clock. That's around the time that I should be getting ready for the play. I think I have time today to even out her haircut. That's a cool thing. The downside to her being matted is like I just go in and I don't know how it's going to turn out. So the bright side to bathing her is I can see some spots where like some of her hair is still quite long. So I have to figure out this weekend at some point to fix her fur cut. I wanted to get the fur off the ground, main priority. And now, and then I got sidetracked by organizing my bookshelf, which I can show you. I discovered that I'm missing one Gossip Girl book, and I cannot remember for the life of me if I ever owned it. Because during the time that I was reading Gossip Girl, these books are old. I've had them in my possession for quite some years, but there they are. During the time I had Gossip Girl, I was reading them at the library, and then I think the library stopped having the books. Probably after the third one, maybe. Because I remember like I was buying them as they were also being released. I cannot remember. It was back when Borders existed, so I was always like constantly at Borders buying like the next book. And I do want to keep them because like though they're not PC, it's good memories. It takes me back to high school. That's the first book that me and my bestie from high school ever read together. And I never watched Sex and the City, so I didn't even know what I was in for. And looking back now, probably shouldn't have been reading those books my freshman year of high school. anxiety. I had put my alarm and it did go off and then I just ignored it. So now we're rushing. Well, I ignored it because I was eating. But now we're gonna try and get ready. I'm not running behind, I'm just anxious. I just have anxiety, so I'm constantly trying to run on time or early for everything. So I think that's what's going on right now with me. All right, we got our makeup ready. Not where I thought I was going with this makeup, but it is what it is. Now we have to struggle figuring out an outfit because it is raining outside. And the outfit I thought of with the shoes that I had in mind might not work out because I'm worried that the floor might be a little slippery. Like, that's my biggest concerns. I don't want to eat shit on my way to the theater. I was thinking like this little black mesh dress, like giving it a second try. We'll try it out and then figure out the shoe situation. The other option would be to wear some like nice pants. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put that dress back. This white shirt. Yay! And that way I can wear my dressy shoes underneath, either the booties, and because they're leather, they won't soak in, because the other ones are faux suede, whatever, like they're cheap boots that I bought. The fabric is really thin and there's like no platform between the ground and the base of your feet, so I know for sure it's gonna like soak up all of the water. But yeah, let me go ahead and get ready. My back is killing me. I have no idea what to do to fix it. I know how it happened, but I just don't know how to fix it. All right, here is the outfit. Obviously, we are not going with these very fashionable shoes. But yeah, we are gonna probably take my little high heel booties to just give me a little height. And this is what we're looking at. And excuse that, I don't know what's going on, but my chest got really itchy. But yeah, this is what we ended up coming up with. If it hadn't been raining, I had a whole outfit, a better outfit planned out. But because of the rain, I don't want to go out there with those outfits, especially because I don't have any shoes that would be waterproof that would go with those dresses, because all of my boots are a little bit shorter and the dresses I had in mind just don't go with that. So yeah, so we are done. I also need to figure out a coat. Bags, I obviously have more options there. Ooh, actually might be, yep, I'm gonna take this one. I think that's it. I am nervous. This is fitting tightly. It also sucks that I'm on my period. It always ruins outfits. I almost changed another time, but we settled on this jacket. I don't really like wearing it, but it's the only nicer raincoat because the leather was not looking good with the outfit, and the fur wasn't looking good either. So kind of doesn't look that great either, but it is what it is. I don't have time to change anymore. I gotta go ahead and head out of this casa right now. And we got Frightened Furball in the corner. I don't know if you can see her, but like I said, shaved off her fur and all of a sudden she's sensitive, she's clingy, all of that good stuff. But she's gonna have to stay here. I'm gonna leave the light on for her. Then I'll be back in a few hours. Also, I can't really like do this because the stupid puffs are making, obviously I'm chunky, but the puffs are making it worse. Like they're making it just a little harder for the coat to feel comfortably. I mean, it zips up, The issue is the bust area all the time. It's not the stomach area, it's the bust. That's why I have to always go up. But fortunately, my mom gave me a size large in this jacket, and it's the only cute rain jacket I have. And yeah, the puffs are puffing. It's annoying, but I figure I'm gonna take it off once I get inside the theater, so we're fine. We're fine. You locked me out again. Whatever. You look all cute. You look all cute. Sorry, I have to kiss butt after she locked me out of my own apartment. I think I definitely would do it again. Unlike the opera, I could tell automatically I'm a theater person, which I should have seen coming. I totally, like, I was sitting there, and apparently ACT, the American Conservatory Theater, I think it's called ACT is the acronym. But they offer adult acting classes. And I was like, because back in my youth, when I was a teenager, many years ago, there was the local theater offered acting classes, and my art teacher had the flyers, and needless to say, I ended up applying for the acting classes because I thought that it would be a good way for me to be more out there, to kind of face my shyness, because I was like, well, like, if I'm acting, it's gonna force me to be like center stage, like I'm gonna be the person with the spotlight, so it should be able to help me. And it did for a long time. Like during high school, I was like a lot, like I had an easier time. I had an easier time public speaking. I day while I was sitting there, I was like, I miss like this. And not that I did it a lot, but it was kind of like, oh, like I remember I had that like nostalgic of like, oh, I remember that time that I did acting and I was on stage, and like how scary but good it feels. Like I was just trying to imagine how the actors felt up there. Obviously they're very well seasoned actors, like just imagining how it feels, and I just had a flashback remembering to how it felt to be on stage. And you know, not to toot my own horn, but I did get a standing ovation my first, like my opening night. I don't even know how, but standing ovation. And I still remember it clearly because I was like, it was like, you know, like that awkward. I mean, all of us were new actors. Like nobody was a seasoned actor there because it was like acting for beginners. So we were just all standing there like, when does the applause end? And I was like, I guess that's good. Continuing my line. I don't even remember like my lines anymore, but I do remember it was like the standing ovation happened when I entered the theater, because my character enters the stage like wailing, an exaggerated comedic wailing of like just like crying, and whatever reason apparently people thought it was hilarious, they thought it was good, and then standing ovation happened. And yeah, it was a very interesting play. It was a lot, like it was definitely a critique on like technology. How much data, how much do they know about us, how much are we allowing them to know about us, like how we often might consent to sharing information without knowing what it is that you want. Like what am I signing up for when I say yes? Like, and then, you know, obviously there is talk about unaliving, because like the whole last like second part of the play is just like um the parents try to like disconnect, and it's very very hard, so they like make a very in my opinion a very drastic decision to themselves, and they end up doing that in front of the audience, in the sense that like they had taken something beforehand, so then like they started, croaking at like a certain time, and while all that is happening, then BD1 comes on, is like, why didn't you stop it? And it was like, I still need to think about what that meant. Yeah, like I still need to think about what the meaning behind that was. Like, what was the whole, like I understood some of the narrative, but like the ending part, I was like, like what was the point? It was a good play. I definitely see myself going back. There's actually a play that the bartender recommended, but it doesn't come out until March, like late March. And then this play ends March 10th. So, yeah, I mean, I might be making my way there a little bit more. I was doing the movie theater. Movie theater is great by yourself. Like, it's totally fine. It's dark. Nobody notices. This one's a little different, but I'm like, okay, I feel a little more comfortable because now I understand. I understand how things work, how it rolls. Like, I could have probably dressed down a little bit because there's men there with jeans. Not that I would have worn jeans. I think going to the theater is my opportunity to dress up. And as somebody who I love Lucy, girl always was dressed to a T to go to the theater. So I'm very proud of myself for taking myself out to a date. And I'm also very happy that I'm able to be with myself, by myself, with my own thoughts, and not let anxiety take over or stop me from doing something like this, which to me is scary, going out by myself. But it was nice. Clingy little furball right now. We are trying to get stuff done.
I thought they do like this. I remember it. They really had any prescription for me, my medication, so I had to jump through ropes just to get my teeth shot. Like I didn't even have to list my medical records. Good, man. Usually I get it once a week, and now it's done on 72 hours.
Building's trash tends to get really, really filled up with garbage over the weekend. Because it's just 2 trash cans and it's multiple unit apartment. I also have a lot of trash today. And recycling. And the compost. So, it's a very fun trip downstairs. I was gonna cut off the video, but I ordered a new cover for my iPad Air 2. Sorry, this happens every time I eat. That's why I don't like to eat at work before I have a meeting. Like meeting with someone or translating, because then I spend the whole time like trying to clear my throat. Anywho, this should fit. It's just a clear cover, so I do have the iPad Pro. This is not me bragging. This was like a gift from my dad, and it served me for many years. It feels like many years. Kind of like the aesthetic of what I've seen with the Kindles, which is kind of what I've been doing with my laptops for a while, which is, let me show you know, putting little stickers on it. Nothing that says that I read, because I'm not a book girly. Oh my god, have I had that on my face the whole time? Probably. But essentially, this does have lower storage and not the same capabilities as the iPad Pro. And so I'm not really going to need it on this anymore, since I'm not going to use it really for watching anything now. I want to use it more for when and if I read. Look at that. So I'm kind of excited to change it up. All right, we've cleaned that up, but I have these stickers about a while ago, and just never used them. I guess I'll just do this for now. So they're all friends theme, except for like a few random ones. I've had these for years, and I don't even know how I ended up with all of them. Like, I don't remember it. Oh, Joey doesn't share food. That's kind of cute. Okay, that's kind of cute. I like it. I like it. I like it. And this is what I was referring to with the oil that I bought my friend. Should be soon. There we go. And ba-bam. Once I get more stickers, then it won't be all friends themed. I mean, I don't mind. I kind of like it. It's really cute. I have a reading pad. I was gonna edit and I ran out of time, but might as well be sponsored by Beetles. But we got new nail stuff, some glue, and then this should be some nails. So these are the nails that I got, and honestly, the shape of them, it's less pointy than my last nails, the last press-ons. And then these are the chrome powder, and then this is like in the color Fancy Pop. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and do my nails because I am chopping away at them. And for me personally, having press-on nails is the only way I save myself from myself.